guys, welcome back to the channel. Feels a tad long since we last made our last video, but we're gonna make it up to you today. I'm tagging along with a friend who has kindly invited me to actually go and tag along with him for a collection for his Mercedes-Benz AMG. So what's gonna happen right now is he's gonna be popping by over in a few minutes time. Pick of the devil. I think he's just about there. So we're gonna make a move and we'll see you at Mercedes-Benz showroom Singapore. Pick of the devil. So we finally arrived at Mercedes-Benz Singapore Cycle and Carriage. We are at level 1 where the reception is, and some cars. I'll just flip the camera around. There's Cabrio and a couple of C classes over there. But this is not the level that we're going. We're actually going to level 3 where the AMG performance section is at and where the car is at. So I've just gotten out of the lift and into level 3. And the car is actually right in front of me right now. Surprisingly, it's not covered. Typically, when owners come to collect the cars, the car that they collect typically will be covered, you know, and there'll be like a proper unveiling of the car or whatnot. But surprisingly, Mercedes is doing it differently. The car is just like over here in front of me. So I'm gonna cut straight away into B-roll footage. I'm gonna show you what car my friend will be collecting today. Now hold your horses. Just before we actually get to the main car, you will be foolish of me not to actually go through the lineup of what we have here in the AMG Performance Center of Mercedes-Benz Singapore. And this is the new G63, no, let me correct myself, the new Mercedes-AMG G63, the brand new one. Not much changes. A lot of people have been saying that the car has gone through tremendous changes. I agree with a lot of them. Like, you know, the car has gone through a little bit more circular as compared to the more square design of the previous G63 and the G55. It has a silver paint on it. I'm not sure what is the exact color of this paint, but it is absolutely stunning. So fundamentally, the car is still the same. The seats are still equally as tight at the back. But what you do get though are the new screens, the 12-inch screen, I believe, which displays the Mercedes command system and the tachometer in the middle. You also get a carbon fiber grip handle. As it is though, it's one car that I still want to have in my life. This is like my ultimate goal right here. We have Mercedes-AMG C63, the new facelifted one. So you get this new front vents over here, slightly new design from the previous one. Fundamentally, once again, the car is still pretty much very similar to the previous gen. You do get the quad exhaust though, that you don't get with the previous C43 AMG. So I like this one a lot. And I think the diffuser is also beefed up a little as compared to the previous AMG C43. Love it. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Mercedes-AMG E63S. Now I'm gonna give you a quick tour of how the car is been spec like. What needs to be known is that this was the supposed test drive unit that Cycle and Carriage was supposed to have, but it was intercepted by my friend when he came by and placed the deposit for this car. So as we all know by now, the engine is a 4-liter bi-turbo V8, producing over 575, I think around 600 horsepower through all the 4 wheels. As you can see by the badge here, V8 bi-turbo 4MATIC Plus. Now, as you know, the Plus means that the 4-wheel drive system can be turned off as and when you want to. As long as you put it into race mode, there'll be an option for you to actually revert it to rear-wheel drive, just like how the olden E63 days were when they had a 6.2 M156 V8 engines. Now, let's come through the interior. The interior came pre-spec'd, so there's nothing much that could be done so that the car could be delivered in a timely and swift manner. You get the carbon fiber inlay. You can choose between an array of options. I think you can have it in wood, or even in wood you can have it like in matte or in gloss wood. And then the center console, you can have it in carbon fiber or in piano black, or maybe just black as Mercedes would call it, as what is the example over here in this unit. You get the standard IWC clock that you will get for an AMG. I am not sure whether this is an option. If it is, then I think it will be a pretty expensive option just to have the 3-letter word over there, IWC. The key is not with me, but if I switch it on, if I just press the start button, you will see that the display is under the sport display at the moment. And for the steering wheel is the new steering wheel, of course, with the new design where it has those, I would call the BlackBerry trackpad. If you're a BlackBerry user, you know what I mean. What these two buttons do, basically, the right one controls the menu over here. Yeah, it's no longer analog. As you can see, it's all digitized. Okay, the screen is digitized, so this controls the menu over here. If the car is switched on, you will see that the menu will interchange across all the various other menus that is available over here. And then if you scroll through this one, it will change the display on the Mercedes command system, so you don't have to take your hands off the wheel and go through this traditional wheel that comes with most Mercedes these days. Now, what's interesting to note also is that this E63 comes with the comfort seat instead of the AMG bucket seat that you would usually find in most E63Ss and perhaps in the edition ones. What this does is that this will actually give you more comfort. The seat bolstering, if you can see over here, as you go around, bends will actually hug you even more, so you will stay very, very planted into the seats, which is pretty amazing. On top of that, you also have massage function and ventilation function, so you can have yourself very well pampered in this car, being massaged on the passenger end as well, on the driver's seat as well. Okay, now we shall move on to the back seat. It's closed. Oh yeah, it comes soft close as standard, as you can see there. Most E-classes are these days. So if I climb into the back seat right now, it's basically what you would get in the E-class. Let me just switch on the light here. Okay, both lights are on. So is what you would get in a normal E-Class. The seating space is obviously pretty good. Not that you can see, I'll just open the door once again so that we will get better illumination. So the seat is pretty adequate. I'm about 1.7. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet. This seats, okay, is part leather, part Alcantara. This comes with part Alcantara with contrasting white seat belts. Pretty neat. Same thing for the back as well. You get yeah, not sure what the camera is. Oh, there you go, you can see there. It also comes with the Alcantara leather finish. This is the new key of the Mercedes these days. What this car comes with now is that as long as you have the key, you can actually open the boot without having to press this. Instead, you can just put your knee over, you put your leg over here. There you go. Opens for you. So in case you have like a load of items on your hand, you don't have to, you know, put your keys in a pocket and then put your stuff on the floor and then having to open it. You can just put your legs over here and then it will open. Same thing when you're closing. There you go. Pretty nifty feature. Well done, Mercedes. This car also comes with a small boot lid spoiler for that extra downforce. Comes in carbon fiber as well, yo. Let's talk about the exterior aspect of the car, mainly the rims. Now, this is not the rim that the wheel that we usually see on the new W213 E63Ss. Typically is the edition 1 looking rim, which is the highest optioned rims that you can get for an E63. But for some reason, this actually works well as well. One thing for sure is unique, because I think this is the first E63S that comes in this wheel. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you've seen any, please tag us on OfficialSECS on Instagram and post it up on Facebook. We'd love to see E63Ss with this rim, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm seeing this for the first time on an E63S. Now, what's interesting also is that even though the wheel cap might look center lock, it's actually not center lock. You can actually open this, as you can see there, it's movable. So when you open this, it will release all the latches here and you will see all the wheel nuts inside of there. So it's not exactly center lock, but they've made it so for aesthetic purposes, which I think looks pretty brilliant across all the four wheels. Champagne to end off the delivery for the E63S collection day today. The owner is actually at the back there still. He doesn't want to be appearing on our video, so I'll just let him be. So I guess this is an appropriate time to actually end off the video. Thank you so much for all your support thus far, and we look forward to seeing you in our next videos. Have a great Easter weekend, everyone.